Moose Watch! Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Dolan. Welcome back. This is part 3 of the quick 3 parts of the new Manitoba Moose signings that they've just recently announced. First being Ben King, second being Tyson MP, and the third being Darick Louis-Jean. Darick Louis-Jean is a guy who has technically been in the organization, so to speak, already. He was on the Norfolk Admirals for the last several seasons, and even last year, if you remember, I did a video on the Manitoba Moose doing AHL tryouts, and in that video, I said I don't see any realistic opportunity for them to get a shot. However, this is good for them to get their name out there. And Darick Louis-Jean was one of those players, those 7 players, I believe, that got invited to go to that tryout. He didn't get a spot then, but now it has paid dividends for him, and he's gotten a spot now. Looking at his stats, they didn't really change from last year, but that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it just matters how you play on both ends of the ice, as much as getting points. And the Norfolk Admirals overall were a better team last year. They made the playoffs. They made it to, I believe, the second or third round and everyone pulled on the rope to get them there. What I also think this means, though, is for Dmitry Kuzmin, I think his time in Norfolk, I hope that this means that Kuzmin has moved up from the ECHL slot to the AHL slot. I think Louis-Jean will probably play the majority of his tenure this year in the ECHL still. However, him having that AHL contract is definitely a big boost in terms of financial gain, and also gives him a little bit of leeway to possibly have a brief stint up with the Moose. If injuries go awry, like they kind of did last year for a little bit, the AHL roster could look very fluid. And the guys that we've seen signed today, I think Ben King being the biggest lock to be on that AHL squad next year, but even then, all of them are going to have to fight for their spots. They're in the organization, and if injury hits, they are there. They're ready to move up. So we're going to see how this goes. I imagine this is probably the last Moose signing we'll get for a long time, maybe until the season starts. There are former Moose players definitely out there, and we are waiting to see where they end up, or if they continue to play, because some of them are recovering from injuries. But we will keep you invested and keep you, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep you updated. That's the word. Updated on their currents and their situations. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know down below your thoughts on these 3 Manitoba Moose signings. Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Nikolai Ehlers chips it through, gets around, and he shoots and scores!